If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated.
Hello, Miles on the Road subscribers and followers. I'm asked very regularly if I had a rich uncle that passed away and left me a bunch of money, or if I won the lottery, or whatever the case is, and I got a bunch of money, would I do one of two things? Would I, one, go get an upgrade to a travel trailer? And two, would I go back to the stick and brick? And both of which I always answer no. And you know what's interesting, and I like this for some reason, I like this. No matter what the answer is, they always reply back, I'm glad you said that. Thank you. I've talked a lot about not upgrading to a travel trailer. The travel trailer thing is not an upgrade to us. Travel trailer to us would be a pain in the hindsight. It would be more difficult to tow. We'd have to probably get a bigger truck. Our truck's only a 4-cylinder. We'd lose out on a lot. You know, we get to hang out in a camper, and we get to look out over nature and hear the sounds, and we get to be part of what we're trying to experience. And we really enjoy it. It also forces us to follow the weather. It forces us to go see things that we've never seen before. And I just made a video where I talked about coming out of the mountains of West Virginia and into South Carolina. You know, West Virginia was pretty convenient. It really was. We could have moved around that national forest indefinitely. We could have stayed there forever. Just moving around from one little spot to another little spot. Not worrying about, you know, having to find a new location and learn a new area. So, I don't know. We just would prefer to stay in a pop-up as long as we possibly can. And then, how about going back to a stick and brick? Well, first, there is a presumption that we had to go live in a pop-up camper. No, we don't have to live in a pop-up camper. We could have stayed in the stick and brick. There was nothing forcing us. We didn't all of a sudden become homeless. We chose to do this. And I don't think we're homeless now. We chose to do this. This is the lifestyle we chose. I can't be much more clear on that. We chose to do this. We want to do this. This is good for us. Here's the thing. Why would I want to go back to a stick and brick? I've talked about endlessly the pain and the suffering that Carolyn and I had to endure living in society's normal rules, doing what society expects you to do. And I've said this so many times that we broke the chains that we bound ourselves with, you know, with responsibilities and work, reporting to other people at work, debt. Having to buy electricity that you're not using. Having to heat the hot water when you're not home. Having to heat the house when you're not home. Why would I want to do that again? I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to heat this house if I'm not home. Shut it off. You know, oh, the pipes are going to freeze. No, they won't. No, they're not going to freeze because I don't have any pipes. I mean, the hose, I can pump that out real quick. No big deal. So, no, and besides that, we're not going to stay in a climate where there's freezing temperatures when we leave. The freedom that we have found being out here is, I guess I'm just not explaining it well. There's no way I would go back to a stick and brick. No way. Not as long as my health can do this. Look, here, the other day, I Carolyn got a little bit of news that one of her family members may be ill, and we may have to go back to Missouri for a short period of time to help this family member. And the thought of going back to Missouri for more than just a visit scared me at first. I could see in my mind getting stuck back in Missouri. And I could see a decision at some point in our future being made that, you know what, we're already here, winter's coming up, we ought to just go ahead and rent a place so we can help this family member. I could see giving up this lifestyle. I could see it. It scared me. It scared me to think, oh man, we're going back to Missouri. Here it is getting close to the end of the warm season. We may have to be there till November. What if we have to stay longer? That's going to take us into December. It's going to get cold. We know that we don't want to hang out in a pop-up camper when it's cold. So, that's going to make us end up being in a stick and brick. And I really did not want that to happen. I mean, it terrified me. Carolyn and I talked, and we're still talking about, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, to make sure that our mindset stays in the place of freedom, and that society doesn't drag us back into the stick and brick. We just cannot do it. We have to be in Florida. We have to. We're going to have to get ourselves to Florida. Yes, we might go back to Missouri to help this family member out, but at some point, we're going to have to say, this is the deadline due date that we're going back. We're going to get back out here to doing this, because there's just no way that I could see myself enjoying a stick of brick again. It was frightening. The thought was frightening to think that I would have to go back to a stick and brick. Go back to regular employment. Go back to reporting to someone telling me what to do. Go back to telling someone stressing me out so bad that I can't think anymore. So no, my intention is to stay out here as long as my health will allow it. So I hope that answers the question once again. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.